everyone. So I know it's been a very long time that I've made any kind of update video or any kind of information video for all of you, but so much has occurred in my life that I felt the need to make a video to explain myself, and hopefully everyone watching will understand, because my change has been so abrupt and so sudden that it's taken a few people time to understand. Those that do understand and do support me, I really appreciate you, because the change I have gone through is something that I knew I always had inside me, but something that I never thought would happen right now. I knew that I was always this kind of way. I just really never acknowledged it when I was younger, because I never trusted my gut instinct until just recently. So like I was saying, so much has occurred. I have become a completely different person. That's pretty much how I see this. It's like a transformation once again. But I've never been happier, and there's a lot I have to explain, so bear with me. And hopefully this video is pretty much helpful, because I know that I'm not the only person in the world that is pretty much going through this situation. So hopefully this video sheds some light if you're struggling, or if you're confused, or if you just need some advice or someone to tell you that you're not alone. Then hopefully this video makes it easier for you as well. So I'm going to begin with going back. You all knew that I was in a relationship for 3.5 years. That relationship is no longer a growing concern. We broke up about 4 months ago, I think. It's been quite a while already, and so much has happened since then. It's crazy. But what happened was that when you're in a relationship, you need to put effort. Both sides need to work. It's like a scale. You don't have one person doing more than the other. It has to be even. You know, when you're in a relationship, you're a team, and you have to have the same amount of effort in the relationship. If one puts more than the other, things start to happen, and you outweigh one another, and it just doesn't work, because, like I said, a relationship is teamwork. It's effort. It's so much work. Having a relationship is a responsibility, because if you don't do anything, it's not going to work. If you have a plant and you don't water it, what's going to happen? It's going to die. And if you don't nurture it and love it and feed it and care for it, the plant will not survive. The same concept with a relationship. If you don't give it the nurture and affection and love and appreciation, it's going to wither and die. So with that said, I think you all pretty much know what happened. I was the one who put more in than he did. And it's very sad, because I knew him for such a long time, and we lasted 3.5 years. I was just hoping that he loved me just as much as I loved him. Unfortunately, that was not the case, because, like I said, I realized I gave more than he did. And women don't want that. Women want someone who's going to take care of them, especially myself, that I'm literally an orphan. I have no parents, and I really don't have much of a family, so it's very hard for me to say I have someone to count on, and I need that sturdy person that loves me unconditionally, that can protect me, someone who I can run to with any situation I have, that will help me out because they love me and they want to, not because they feel obligated to. And I didn't feel that comfort with him for some reason. I didn't feel that open. I didn't feel that release when I was with him. Like, it was very awkward. We recently took a trip together up to Naples about before we broke up, and that was pretty much what tore us apart, because the trip was very, very boring. It was there was nothing exciting about it. The whole ride up was just quiet and boring. I fell asleep in the car. On top of that, it was pouring on us in Naples, but you know, there's things that you can do. You can find a shopping center, you can find a movie theater, you can find so many things to do, and all we did was stay in the hotel. And I'm like, you know, I wasted gas, I put miles on my car, wasted money for what? I mean, nothing happened in Naples, nothing exciting really happened. It was just going 2 hours away from home for nothing. And that was like a huge, like, whoa, stop. If I'm gonna be with this person for the rest of my life, this is how it's gonna be. On top of that, I started realizing a lot of things that, you know, that were not the way they're supposed to be. That I realized the way he was talking to me, and the fights that we had, and the way he treated me was very unnecessary. And when we come back from Naples, he argues with me over something so ridiculous, and he makes me cry. And, you know, if a guy makes you cry, it's not worth it. It really isn't, because no man is worth your tears, and nobody is supposed to make you cry. And of course, I didn't notice that because I was 15 when I got with him. On top of that, he was the only person I knew for such a long time, so I pretty much just pushed it back and pushed it aside. That it was so much that I didn't even realize how much pain he had caused me. I'm not saying he was a bad person, because I know he isn't a bad person, but the things he did were not right, and the things he did were not how they should have been done. And like I said before, when you have a relationship, it's a responsibility, and it's not something that you just leave. You have to work hard to keep it alive. If I wouldn't talk to him, there would be no communication whatsoever. If I wouldn't see him, there would not be any kind of visitation at all. So I got tired. I got really tired of trying, and no matter how many times I spoke to him to try and put effort, I'll never forget when I told him, hey, it'd be nice if you tell me how is my day going, or how did my day at work go. Every time an argument would ensue, and it was very annoying to try and talk to somebody, and all they would do was argue and bite back and give an attitude. It was like, I'm just trying to talk to you about what you're not doing, and if you care enough to fix it. And obviously he didn't. So the breakup was very hard, because breaking up with someone that I knew for such a long time, it was tough. It was very tough. But I did it for myself. I did it because I had to be happy. I did it because I needed to find happiness. And it was the first time in my life that I put myself first, because I always put others before me. I always thought of others before myself. I never considered myself anywhere near important. It was always people I cared about first, and then I came afterwards. And this was the first time that I put myself first. So I felt very selfish, but at the same time, I had to do this for myself, because how can you stay with someone that you're unhappy with just so that you can be comfortable? This is your future you're talking about. If you are not comfortable, you need to make a change. As hard as it can possibly be, you need to make that change, because this is your future. And if you're not going to be happy with the person you're with, think about the fact that you might get married, or you might have children with this person you're not going to be happy with. How are you going to be able to look at that person the same if you're not happy with that person that you're with? So I had to think about all those things, and I had to do what I had to do. And it was very tough, but I managed to go through it, because I knew that I did everything I could to make it work. I knew that I was the best that I could be for him, and I did everything I could to be the best. And if he didn't appreciate that, if he didn't see that, then honestly I think it's his loss, because I think I'm pretty cool the way I am right now, and I think I did so much to keep him happy, and so much to be the best that I could be for him. And I know I did. I know I did so much to make him happy. And it was like, for me, it was like it was all for nothing, because it was not reciprocated. I didn't see the appreciation coming from him. It was like, but to me, those 3 years were not wasted years. They were just years that taught me what I don't want. If something doesn't last, at least it teaches you something. It teaches you what you don't want, or what you do want, or it's just a lesson at the end of the day. And for me, the relationship was a great lesson, because it shows me what I don't want. So this goes into another change of mine, the change I was discussing earlier. After the breakup, I met someone, and I know what you're all going to think. You left him for that person. And that's not the case at all. No matter how many times I'm going to say this, I'm pretty sure everyone's going to have their own mindset. And that's fine, because everyone has their own opinion. Everyone's going to think what they want to think. I'm just here to lay it out and say it how it is. If you don't want to believe it, that's up to you. I did not leave my ex-boyfriend for the person I'm with now. I left him for me, because God forbid the person I'm with now, it doesn't work out. I need to be happy. So I left him for my sake, because I know that I deserve better, and I know that I need better. And like I said, let me knock on wood, because I do hope it works out with the person I'm with. I really hope so. But God forbid it doesn't. I know what I deserve, and I know that I will never settle for less ever again, because of what the breakup and what this person has taught me. So I said it. I met a person, and this person has treated me better than I ever been treated in my life. In just a week or two, I saw so much in this person that I never saw in my ex-boyfriend. It was so intense. When I first saw this person, it was like, oh my gosh, like the feeling was intense, the attraction was intense. It was something I had never felt before in my life. And I'm currently with this person now, and I have to say it's been the best few months ever, because this person has given me so much love and so much support and so much life that I have ever gotten. And I'm very happy. Because not only is this person making me feel special, this person is special. This person is spectacular. I've never met someone like this. I never loved someone so much like I love this person. So, the drum roll please. When I told my friends who this person was, they were very supportive. I was very shocked that they were supportive, because nowadays this is such an open topic. But knowing me, my friends who know me, they know who I am. So when I told them, it was very shocking to see that they were approving of it. When I told a family friend of mine, that was very hard, because she's the only thing closest to family that I have left. So hearing her reaction and hearing what she said to me, it was tough, because I don't have anyone family related anymore that I can really trust. All I have is her. And hearing what she said to me, the way she spoke to me, it was heartbreaking, and it still hurts to this day. But I gotta do what makes me happy, and that's my mindset right now, because at the end of the day, my happiness is my own, and no one's gonna give me that but me. If I choose to be happy, if I choose to be with someone who makes me happy, then that's what it's gonna be. When I was very young, I discovered that I was into women. I never acknowledged it though, because I was afraid that I was going to be ridiculed, that I was going to be bullied, which I was. I was worried that I was going to be pretty much isolated from the rest of the world, because the word lesbian and gay was very frowned upon back then. So I decided, you know what, I'm just gonna go the normal route and be with a guy, and because that's normal, that's how it should be. But deep down, I always knew that I was attracted to women. As I'm now realizing everything, it makes so much sense, because when I was younger too, the fact of being with a boy really disgusted me. I was like, ew, that's not right, that's not normal, guys are foreign. But I did it because I wanted to seem normal, and I didn't want to be bullied. But during my middle school years, I was bullied because of how I dressed and how I carried myself. I was not feminine at all. I was very, very boyish, very tomboyish. The girly was out the window. There was no such thing as girly at all. I always wore, my middle school was no uniform, so we could wear whatever we wanted. So I always wore jeans, t-shirt, and sneakers. It was always, I never wore makeup. It was always just me in school. I never had any girlfriends at all. It was always boys. Because to me, it's funny, the irony, because I don't like girls because they create drama, yet I'm into girls. So it's very weird what the situation is, but that's just how it is, I guess, because not all women are the same. As odd as it sounds, not all women are the same. Some women are drama, and some don't like drama. And I like those that don't like drama, because drama is so stupid. So, it wasn't an experiment to be with guys. It was just something I forced myself to get into, because that was how it should be. I did love my boyfriends very much, but that just wasn't me. It didn't feel right. It didn't feel normal. But I do not categorize myself as a lesbian. What I am is pansexual. Pansexuality is a very real thing. It is being gender blind. The difference between pansexuality and bisexuality is that pansexual people will be with whatever you are. You can be a boy, you could be a girl, you could be transgender, transsexual. It doesn't just have to be a boy and it doesn't have to be a girl. Whereas bisexual people, it must be a man or it must be a woman. Nothing more, nothing less. Pansexual people just care about who you are, pretty much. They don't care about what you got going on, what your business is. They care about who you are in here. And that's why I never cared if I ended up with a woman, if I ended up with a man. And I remember saying to myself when I was younger, I can love a woman the way that I love a man. But again, I never acknowledged it because I was very young, I was very naive, I was very scared. So now that I have experienced that lifestyle, I can proudly say that I am pansexual. I have a girlfriend, and she is the best thing that I have ever experienced in my life. She is the most amazing person that I have ever met, and the most amazing human being on this planet. She's incredible, and I really love her very much. A lot of you might be like, how are you so sure that you love her? It's only been a few months. You know what? Love is love, and you know you love someone just by how you feel. And if things happen, let it happen. Maybe it's meant to be that way. Because when I first saw her, it was like unlike any other feeling I ever had. And now that we're together, it's like, whoa. It's like, where did this come from? I had never been happier. My friends notice it. Everyone that I trust and everyone who knows that I have never been happier than I am right now. This is the first time that I talk about it publicly, so it's very scary for me because I don't know who's going to see this, and I don't know what you guys are going to say about it, but I just hope that at the end of the day, my support is given, because I'm still who I am. I'm still who I've always been. I've just kind of discovered a little extra about me that I kind of pushed away over the years. But I'm still me. I still love music. I still love singing. I still love my guitar, which I haven't been able to play because, you know, acrylic nails. But I still love everything that I've always loved. It's just that now I am more myself than I have ever been. Being with a girl is a definitely different experience, but it's just like loving anybody else. That's about it. There's no difference. The only difference is when it comes to being intimate. That's the only difference. But other than that, it's normal. It's normal. It's like loving anybody. It's love. It's a normal love. There's something to it. So, about my girlfriend, which you guys will see in the vlogs that we made, because we went to Halloween Horror Nights for the first time and it was amazing. It was our first trip together and it was so much fun. You're going to see that she is a little different. She's not just lesbian, but she considers herself transgender. She wants to have the physique of a boy, but at the same time be a woman. So in a bit, it's a little confusing, but even I sometimes, I'm just like, you know, what do you want to be? What do you want to do? Are you sure about this? There's times that I just, you know, get so flustered about it because it's a little confusing. But at the end of the day, that's who she is. And we've made so many agreements. We've had to compromise so much about so many things. But she just likes to look like a boy. But she still likes to have her girlness, I guess, in some kind of aspect. But she is still an amazing person. And I wanted to just make this because I know some of you are probably struggling with the whole transgender bit. Transgender people are normal. That's all I can say, because my girlfriend is not entirely transgender, but she just wants to look like a boy. And there right there are signs of transgender. But that doesn't make her any less of a person. That doesn't mean that she is not a human being with feelings. She still is who she's always been. She just wants to portray what she feels from the inside, and that for me has been a little bit tricky to understand. But at the end of the day, I love her for who she is, because when I first saw her, I thought she was a boy, until my friend explains to me, that's a girl. And I was like, oh my god, it's happening. I'm falling for a girl. Wow. But who I love is who she is as a person. And that's why the whole transgender bit, I've had to learn how to deal with it, and I've dealt with it, because who I want to be with is who she is as a person. It's not, you know, what she has going on, even though that is something I have fallen in love with over the time we've been together, but that's not something that's not the only thing I love about her. I love who she is as a person, and that's what pansexuals are. We love who you are as a person, and that's what it is. But I've never been happier, and she's amazing, and the people I'm related to have no idea, because they're very small-minded. They do not understand, and they're very small-minded, that it's so pathetic. I don't even want to say anything because it's going to cause a ruckus, and oh my god, may God be with me if I say anything to them. But I made this video because I seriously don't care if they watch this. I seriously don't care if anyone knows, but I just personally don't say it to them, because after my mother passed away, they showed me their true colors, so I pretty much cut them out of my life. So they don't exist for me. As cruel as it sounds, they do not exist for me. That's why I haven't told them anything. But if they stumble across this video, hi, I'm happy. That's pretty much it. I'm happier. I'm a so much better person right now. And back to my ex-boyfriend, I don't regret it. And if he does see this, I don't hate you. I just wish that you could have realized what you had before you lost it. You know, I'm not saying I'm perfect. Nobody is. But I think I did too much, and you didn't appreciate it. But thank you for your time and for your love. If that's what you gave me was love, thank you for it. Thank you for your lesson, because what you taught me was that I need better, and I deserve better, and I've gotten it. I'm very grateful to those who support me. I'm very grateful to my best friend, my two best friends. I'm very grateful to my coworkers and my best friends at work. You guys have been great for me, and I appreciate that so much. And the rest of you who know me, you all know who you are. I'm very grateful for your support, and very grateful that you still love me for who I am, because I'm still Natalie. It's just, I am the best version of myself that I could ever be. And that's my update, you guys. So hopefully you know that you're not alone if you are struggling with asexuality or transgender. You know, you're still human. So don't think that you don't deserve love. Don't think that you'll never find anybody that will love you, because I believe that everyone is meant for somebody. And if you don't have that person now, you will have that person eventually. So just keep on going. Do not give up, because your special person is out there waiting for you. And if you're scared about accepting who you are because of what people might say, it is a scary thing. But don't let that consume you, because once you just let out who you really are, you're going to feel so free and so amazing and so spectacular that you're going to wonder, why did I hide myself in the first place? Everyone knows that I'm happier because of my decisions. Everyone sees the glow in me, like they say, and I'm glad that I have finally come to senses and said, you know what, who cares what people think? And that's what I want this video to empower you, because if you're gonna worry about what people say about you, you're not gonna have a happy life. Think of it this way: if they don't pay your bills, should it matter what they think? You know, if they're your close family and you trust them, sit down and talk to them about it. But don't ever feel like you don't matter, because you do. Don't ever feel like you can't be happy, because everyone deserves to be happy. And I'm glad I found my happiness and my joy, because I don't know what I would have done if I would have just stayed quiet and just swallowed it all and just gone through with it. Like, I don't know what I would have done. So just be yourself and just find the courage to accept who you are. Because everyone is amazing in their own way, and everyone deserves to be loved, and everyone deserves to be happy. So I hope this video was empowering to you, and I hope you all still support me, and if you don't, well, I hope you understand in the future that I'm still a person, I'm still human. Well, there will be vlogs coming up, and hopefully more music on the way. In the meantime, stay tuned like always, and thank you for watching. Bye for now.